Okay, so this is for those of you who have asked for my advice on using the 4 T's exercise: title, type, target, and transformation, for actually coming up with your first tiny book, your tiny course, your tiny product, whatever it is that you're intending to create here. So this is a slight little twist on that heuristic with some different kind of top spin. I'm going to give you a very specific sort of from my own exercise, so you can actually see some of how I've applied this in my own brand and business. So rather than title, you start with purpose. And the purpose here that I've written down for myself, and again, this is a few years old, but it still really applies: position myself as an author whisperer, right? Somebody who helps entrepreneurs write tiny books that build their business, right? That's not actually, part of the text in the exercise here. I'm just adding that so you understand what I mean by author whisperer to myself. Target: people who want to write their first book. Format, right? A Q&A book. A Q&A book is probably the absolute easiest way to write a tiny book or create a tiny product or create your first course, etc. Essentially, you're just taking questions around a topic that you have experience and expertise and answering them. And it's amazing how valuable that sort of thing is for your ideal audience or your quintessential client community. All right. Thesis statement. I call this a win. Some other folks call this a thesis statement, but I, essentially frame this as a win, right? And this book will, and this is one that I wrote for a thesis statement for a meditation book that we actually published. This book will show you exactly how to start a meditation practice that you love, look forward to, and will actually do every day for 20 minutes. This book will show you exactly how to write a tiny book that gets published, attracts your ideal audience, turns strangers into subscribers, subscribers into sales, and your content into a community. All right, that's another one, right? So these are both, I'm reading these actually from this PDF that I have in our course community. All right, and there are other elements to this, something we call a transformation turnstile and a transformation trigger, which is something that you are, going to create prior to actually writing your nonfiction book for business, right? So here is another little exercise that's kind of part of this that stands alone, but also could be integrated into this process. Write your USB, your book's sort of unique sales positioning or proposition using the formula: product for target audience to solve problem with secret sauce, right? So in our case, or my case in particular, when we're writing tiny books that are actually using a Q&A model, and I'm getting on the phone with people and helping them actually flesh out their entire book on the phone, asking them questions, letting them answer those questions, and then therein lies the book or the course or the tiny product. That's actually the secret sauce, right? So people don't need to actually write the thing themselves. They have someone like myself who is, I think it's fair to say, an expert in content creation, actually going through the process with them, extracting the information, extracting the salient facts that are going to be most valuable for their target audience or their quintessential client, and actually turning all of that into a book. All right, we're going to cover some more simple exercises in the next workshop and worksheet. But if you're interested in writing something like this, a tiny book that actually builds your brand and builds your business, get in touch. We have lots of little programs that are, coaching or working with me, to like little mini courses that are both free and paid. And also, most important for me is I'm experimenting with this, this Tiny Revolution private podcast where you can ask me questions and you can get answers delivered right to your phone, as part of a tiny community of authors, artists, and entrepreneurs. Teach what you know, do what you love. wake up the world with your work. If you're interested in any of the stuff I just mentioned, click on the link below, and you can check out what we're up to. Thanks so much. As always, I'll see you in the next lesson.